wants to go up top on first down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's complete.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
From the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half.
And
the drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Eagles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking downfield very late in the half. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying play action. On target to the left. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just enough time for one final play of the half. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's not afraid to go deep. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the...
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Motion from the wide receiver. Going right to work up top. A strike downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Inside a minute to go here in the third. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. You find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna look downfield again. The offense puffs it up. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Fired in from the red zone for the score. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster. game of any college football season is cause. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hawkins. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just keeps swinging it. Hauls it in. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the back. Pulls it in. It's Bates. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. This time he's got his man.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
Touchdown, Eagles! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for a crease, it's Bates. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
That's reeled in, it's Bates. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looks as if he's going to run it.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Makes the grab. It's Clark. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there,
let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hawkins. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
you hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Hawkins.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guy sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw again. Short throw to the sideline, complete, and he'll pick up the first down.
I don't think anybody expected this true freshman to jump in the scene here in college football and just explode the way he has. He has been making big plays week in and week out, and that's why this true freshman is square in the middle of the discussion when you're talking about Heisman Trophy.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Made the grab and then did the rest himself. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the... Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Eagle! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. The Eagles are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Backs against the wall, and they'll let it fly again. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
You don't see a ton of wide receivers come in as true freshmen and just take over the game and be the best player on the field. Man, he's done that as a true freshman. It's been amazing to watch, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy hunt as a receiver, which is not a normal thing. So it kind of shows you what kind of potential he has. He can win it as a freshman. He can win it as a sophomore. Shoot, he can win it as a junior. This guy has unbelievable talent.
Looking to throw on first down. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Got room on the return. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down. Working the middle. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run play action. Finds his target down the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Works the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabs it in the middle.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
The Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. With jet sweep pass. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That
throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Got his man. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Hawkins. Touchdown, Eagles. And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On target. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to outflank them on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. The give to the single back. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack. of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's a really good break on.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Working on the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's complete. He gets it in. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And I'm not going to blame this quarterback if he's not looking back this guy's way. I mean, early in the game, he's given him several opportunities to catch the football. He hasn't made plays, and I think as a quarterback, sometimes you lose a little bit of confidence, and you'll start looking elsewhere.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Quick strike complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Intercepted, number 19. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set him up with a big play.
Timing has...
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice game. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly. And they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Eastern Michigan going fast.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They just keep firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's why it's so important for this defense.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and they must take care of the football. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate.
Defense really missed an opportunity to keep them backed up there. It's 1st and 10 from the 23. Use the play fake, now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
The play action fake. Looking left. Makes the grab. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Wide open downfield. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. A great... Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll try the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Eastern Michigan going fast.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Caught behind the line. It's Bates. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. That's the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends areas of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. A strike downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Looking for just one more yard. It's into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagle! Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Eagle. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Clark. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. Using the quick game. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Unleashes to the end running back. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.